Hi, my name is Cheryl. Welcome to our Bible study on the Hearing God life. As a child of God, you have probably had experiences of knowing or at least sensing that God spoke to you about something. Things would leap off the page of your Bible when you were reading from time to time. But if you're like a lot of us, sometimes we lose confidence in our ability to hear Him or recognize His voice. We were sure that we knew what He was saying to us, and then things don't work out like we thought they would. Then other people are asking God what to get at the grocery store and feel with confidence that He told them to pick the red pepper and not the green pepper. So we began to study, and although this is not an exhaustive treatment of this topic, it sure has set us on the path. We hope you enjoy it and that it helps you as it did us. The Hearing God Life. The title hints at the scope of this series. Although there will be practical prompts, this is more than How to Hear God rulebook. We want to immerse this aspect of our walk with God into the context of God's intention and heart for us as His followers. Being brought to spiritual life by the Word, it follows that conversation will be the lifestyle. What that looks like depends on our view of God. So we begin at the beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Heaven first He populated with spirit beings of all kinds, then the earth with dust creatures. One major distinction, these dust creatures were created in the image of God. 5 days of explosive imagination with precise interactive function, good. The pinnacle, humanity, very good. Not merely advanced animals. God breathed His Spirit into this one and called him to collaborate in His good plan. Adam received authority, clearly demonstrated when God brought the animals for him to name, rather than naming them himself as he had the rest of creation. So tenderly poetic, as in this task, Adam became keenly aware that he had no in-kind partner. Voila, Eve. They had a job. The garden was theirs to cultivate and bring flourishing. No wonder they chatted on evening walks. Perhaps they talked with God about horticulture, animal husbandry, or maybe Eve surprised God with a floral arrangement she made. Who knows? Would be interesting, though. Humans would be entrusted with His good world and given authority to act on His behalf. When that scenario was broken by our rebellion, Plan B was not to start over again with a new race. Surprising. God would repair the damage at the ultimate cost to Himself and redeem us. Buy us back from the tyrant who now owned us by virtue of a primal universal law. But our redemption would not merely return us to the original nobility He had graced us with, but now we will be co-heirs and administrators in the entire cosmos. We will judge the world and angels, after all. Naturally, the way we think about someone highly influences our actions, conversation, and expectations towards them. Our inherent fear, inbred by sin and guilt, must be wrestled with. Plus, we must contemplate where our attitude towards God are shaped by secular culture, family tradition, our church bubble. Not only that, we have a mortal enemy who is the father of lies, who has access to so much of what we interact with digitally. Needless to say, we will not drift into a correct understanding of God. I suspect you already realize this on some level, or you would not be spending the energy on this series. I hope you took the time to pause and give God your full, undivided attention. Introspection is difficult at best, and thinking is hard work. A bonus challenge would be to ask God to reveal to you the reason why these are the recurring issues or lies you believe. When He gives you the answer, you may find that there are underlying areas of unbelief or sin that you can deal with and get rid of and have liberty in your walk with God that you haven't had before. It is certainly worth the effort. Believing the truth about God gives us an understanding of who we are and our place in His world. Consider and repeat often, I am an unceasing spiritual being with an eternal destiny in God's universe. Thank you, Dallas Willard. Or consider this, He wants to get us to the point where He can empower us to do what we want because we want the same things as Him. Also, Dallas Willard. Put another way, and this is attributed to Augustine, love God and do what you want. Or consider this, dominion, reigning as God's viceroys, is never intended to be exercised on our own, but in a community of love. That bears some thought. Take a minute to consider these statements and answer the questions on the screen. Better yet, if you're doing this class with someone, take a minute to talk about them. Go ahead and pause the video. As Jesus followers, it is love and not power that directs us in our authority. Love, after all, is the currency of eternity after faith and hope are gone. Hopefully there will be clarification on some of these things as we go along. In the meantime, enjoy Tim Keller's podcast. As always, profound and pragmatic. See you at session 2.